It's okay.
We just watched Cats and Battlefield Earth back to back. Now, if you clicked on this video, you may be asking yourself, why would we subject ourselves to that kind of torture? That sounds like the worst doubleheader possible.
I'd also like to ask you why you subjected me.
And that is because we have graciously decided to come together today to tell you what is definitively the worst movie ever made. There's two contenders, Cats on one side, Battlefield Earth on the other side.
What am I arguing? I don't care which it is.
You're arguing for Cats. Since
Cats
you
being
love
the
it so
worst
much.
movie.
For
Cats being better than.
Being better.
Cats is better than Battlefield Earth.
Yes.
It was better, actually.
So as you can tell, this is not a planned, pre-planned debate. No notes have been written down. We just watched Battlefield Earth and then Cats in the other room. And we're just going to freeball this. So Riker, as the proud defender of the movie Cats, could you please explain to myself and everyone watching, the whole 10 people, the plot of the movie Cats?
I'm glad you asked. I cannot do that. So even if I had notes, I wouldn't be able to do that. The good news is, the one saving grace for this specific debate is that I'm 100% certain you cannot explain the plot of Battlefield Earth to me. So I'm confident I don't have to explain. You watched the movie. You remember the plot. There were cats, dude. You saw them. That was the plot of the movie.
There were a few moments throughout that movie where I did look over to you and ask, what is happening?
Yeah.
And you did reply by just saying, well, you can't tell? They're cats.
It was the movie, dude. You saw the whole movie. It's the whole movie.
So, Battlefield Earth.
Yeah. Wait, no, I want to talk about Cats.
Okay.
So the plot of the movie Cats, right? So there was this cat, and she wanted to be loved, I think was the plot of the movie. And then she met the magic cat. And then they found this one cat that deserved love more than her. And they sent her into the sun. And cats are not dogs. And that was the movie. Thank you for coming.
Okay, so Battlefield Earth.
Battlefield.
As we all know, it's based on a very legit religion known as Scientology. Which
I will not be talking bad about Scientology. I value my life too much.
I also value my life.
Of course.
That will be the last time I mention Scientology in this video. But so I think the biggest thing to understand about Battlefield Earth is that the gods took your father in the night.
They did.
That is the important thing to remember.
Unfortunately.
And honestly, when I think of best opening lines in cinematic history, I do think the gods took your father in the night is up there. Because in a typical film, you get introduced to a character, their loved ones. You kind of have to get close to them before you...
We were introduced to the characters and their loved ones in Battlefield Earth.
Well, not his father. His father, we're just told he died.
Yeah. Well, we thought he had a love interest. He had a horse. We were introduced to them.
But, I think the father dying really subverted expectations.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because it's we don't know who he is.
Because we would have been introduced to him in a normal movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In a stereotypical film, we would be introduced to the dad. We'd waste so much screen time. Battlefield Earth just really playing 3D chess while all these other movies are playing checkers, essentially, especially Cats. Ugh.
Cats, yeah.
On a serious note, the plot is essentially a revolution movie. Man is an endangered species, as the ugly green text tells us at the start of the film. This is the year 3000. Shout out to the Jonas Brothers. But it's a revolution movie. The man-animals. They're an endangered species. They're essentially in servitude to I forget what John Travolta's species was called, so we're going to just call them psychopaths.
It was something along those lines.
Terrell, one of the greatest villains of all time, played by John Travolta. And honestly, there's just so many great motifs. They keep talking about leverage, which is a really hard concept for some people to grasp.
Yeah.
But these man-animals,
The man animals.
The man animals,
Yeah.
or the manimals, as
Yep.
they're sometimes called.
Definitely.
Johnny, our phenomenal lead character, finally understands leverage at the end of the film.
Not John Travolta.
Yeah, not John
Character
Travolta.
Johnny, not
The
the
character
actor.
Johnny.
Not the
yes.
actor Johnny.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, it's really just a revolution movie where, the, lowly manimals revolt and turn on the psychopaths and
Mhm.
destroy their entire planet, which is actually pretty impressive.
That's pretty good.
An interesting point of contention for this would be to debate who the better villain is, right?
Between John
Terrell,
Travolta
yeah,
and McCavity.
Yes.
Okay.
Terrell and McCavity.
McCavity.
Why is McCavity a better villain?
Why is McCavity in the movie? I don't know. I can't tell you. Why is Taylor Swift in the movie? That's the real question.
So I think one of my favorite aspects of Cats, not to argue in favor of you or your side or anything.
You do that sometimes.
When McCavity at the end, when things are going awry, he grabs Taylor Swift and he says, "You're coming with me," and he teleports.
He said like, "Come on" or something.
But then when he reappears, she's not with him.
She's gone. Yeah.
So I think that really that's like a gaping plot hole in Cats, and I really think Cats 2 or Cats 1.5 needs to come out and really just explain what happened to Taylor Swift.
Thankfully, when they make Cat, that's the only plot hole in the movie. So it shouldn't be that hard to. They just need to get Taylor Swift back, and I know she would agree to return for the sequel. So
I think Terrell is a better villain than McCavity.
Okay.
Because, like you were kind of getting into, if you remove McCavity from the film, nothing changes.
Correct.
Like the movie just goes along. Honestly, the runtime is just a bit shorter, which in my opinion, you could argue would be a better movie because it'd just be shorter.
He didn't have a lot of runtime either, to be honest.
Whereas if you take Terrell out of Battlefield Earth,
there's no movie.
Yeah, like it ceases to exist, which I guess you could argue that would make it a better movie as well. But the issue is if you take Terrell out, then like what's the character arc for Kerr? What's the character arc?
I don't remember who these people are. Can you tell me that there's John Travolta and there's Johnny?
Kerr is Forrest Whitaker. He's like
he was this Johnny second in command.
Yeah, he's like John Travolta's like crony.
John Travolta second in command.
Yeah.
That's what I'm confusing John the actor and
but the thing with Terrell is he's just so sleazy and grimy.
Yeah.
And we get that great moment with him where he's like, "Oh, I think I do want to blow your girlfriend's head off," and then he blows his own arm off because he couldn't tell that he had a collar put on his arm.
That was his folly. The whole movie was a lesson on human greed.
Exactly. Like, and honestly, I don't think it's far-fetched to say that Battlefield Earth has aged far more gracefully than Cats, because Battlefield Earth is, I'm seeing a lot of parallels to our current socioeconomic and political state of our world. I won't get too much into that because, again, I value my own life.
It was a pretty vague movie, to be fair, though. It was just like generic bad guy. I gotta kill all the humans, and then he laughs when he says that. That happened in the movie, though.
Okay, but like,
he said, "I'm gonna kill everybody," and then laughed.
True.
Yeah.
But like, what was McCavity like? What was driving
What was
him?
McCavity? I can tell you what, McCavity was a cat, my friend. I don't know if you remember the movie.
What was driving McCavity then?
The Jellicle Ball. I remember this. There was a plot to the movie. He wanted to be the Jellicle Prince, I think they called him. I don't know.
Oh, he wanted to be the cat that gets self-sacrificed into the atmosphere.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
I guess to really kind of analyze Cats critically a little bit here.
Okay. Say what you're gonna say. What you want to say. Come on.
What is a Jellicle cat? Could you tell me? Obviously, it's a very serious thing. McCavity is abducting the fat cats and the old cats. He's
Yeah.
gonna make Judi Dench walk the plank.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, all the homeless cat who has like the boogers
Yeah.
at all times.
Yeah.
You know, they all want to be chosen. So
They
I
wanna
guess
be
like,
the chosen Jellicle. Yeah.
could you explain to me like
No.
what the importance of a Jellicle cat
No.
is?
I couldn't. I could
Okay.
not.
Well, you know, and I would say for Battlefield Earth, at the
Yeah.
very least, for all these man animals,
Yep.
you know, they're fighting to live.
So the thing about cats is a Jellicle cat, I think, speaks for itself. So the movie doesn't baby you, right? There's dogs barking. They don't explain to you that cats are afraid of dogs. They don't hold your hand. They don't treat you like a child. Cats understands that we know cats don't like dogs. So when the dog barks, you know the stakes. You don't have to have it explained to you over 45 minutes like Battlefield Earth.
Well, so the thing with Battlefield Earth, though, is we do get like those moments where, like, again, like to, you know, hark back to the gods took your father in the night.
Yeah.
They understand. We know what the gods look like.
No, we don't know what the gods.
We know what his dad
We
looked
don't.
like.
Don't meet the dad. Don't meet the dad.
You know, they're not babying us
They
with these
shoot-
basic concepts.
They shoot the horse. The horse doesn't even die. They bring the horse back.
Well, all the people that got shot in that opening didn't die.
Yeah.
Right? Because, like, and they show us this at one point of the film. There's multiple settings.
On the gun.
So
the gun
it-
that they hold upside down. Most
Yeah,
of the time.
the gun was
Yeah.
set to stun mode.
Okay.
You know, even though it did destroy like a street sign.
Yeah.
But like it's stun mode just for like man animals and like
Just for like flesh and horse.
yeah, like
Yeah.
like everyone knows that like when you set your gun to stun mode, like
Yeah.
you'll shoot through inanimate objects, but like
Okay.
people like no.
Yes. Okay, I can.
Yeah,
I can
like
agree.
the movie isn't gonna like baby us and like act like
Mhm.
we like that's a concept like we don't understand. You know?
Yes, just like cats.
Yeah.
So they're pretty much neck and neck right now. Is what I'm. Oh man, I really need to pull something out for cats to win this, don't I?
So I guess we could, you know, we talked a little bit about villain v villain. I guess we can talk about, you know, lead protagonist versus lead protagonist.
Who was the lead protagonist for cats? It was the.
Well, that's
was
what
that
I was
white
going to
cat.
ask you. Yeah, because
Yeah.
so something we noted. Well, I think I pointed it out while we were watching.
Yeah.
I don't think the movie ever tells us her name.
It had to because the subtitles said her name.
Well, the subtitles said her name, and that's like the only reason we knew it was
Yeah.
Victoria. But here's the weird thing: we're told that a cat has 3 names. And
Yeah.
it's like at best we
And
know
9 lives.
Yeah.
Actually, they don't tell you that. That's also it doesn't hold your hand. The movie knows that you know cats have 9 lives.
Like the movie doesn't hold your hand to such an extent that it doesn't even tell you the lead character's name.
Yeah. You should know that if you're watching Cats, you should know
That the lead character is Victoria.
exactly.
I guess like why do you think Victoria is like a good fleshed out character?
A fleshed out character. Okay. She wasn't a fleshed out character, Kayla.
Well, why is she better than Johnny?
We're doing this bit too much where you say something and I just like tell you no, like straight up. I don't think it worked the first time. I don't. We have to do it again, man. We can call it.
Okay.
She's not fleshed out.
Do you think that Victoria is a better character than Johnny? That is the question that all the fans who clicked on this video are dying to hear the answer to. These are 2 of the most iconic protagonists.
Is she a
of
better
all time.
character than Johnny?
Yes.
I don't care.
So I think Johnny
Yeah.
is a better character.
Okay.
And you know why I think that?
Yeah, why?
He has incredible hair.
Okay.
And for even though like her whole body is technically hair,
Yeah.
I think his barber is superior.
Okay. That's the reasoning.
Yeah, he has incredible drip.
But she's a cat. She can't have hair.
She's hair
That's
all
not-
over her body.
She,
What are you
she doesn't have like
talking
a
about?
mane, though.
She could.
That'd be
Judi Dench
preposterous.
had a mane.
That would be insane. That was her coat.
Was it? It was the same color as her. I don't think the animators knew if that was her coat or her mane.
At the end of the day, does it really matter if it was her coat or her mane?
I suppose not, but what really matters is getting to the heart of which of these movies is truly the worst film ever made.
I had a lot of fun watching Cats. We watched Cats twice. More on the first time, later, I'm sure. And I had a lot of fun both times we watched the movie.
Yeah, funny enough, about 6 minutes into the movie of us watching Cats, I did go and grab a bottle of Tylenol because we were laughing so much, and I was like, I'm not getting a headache from the movie Cats. I refuse.
It was far less funny after the first 6 minutes, though.
Yeah, I think with the thing with Cats, and kind of part of the reason why I would rather watch Battlefield Earth is because with Cats, it's like the first 5 minutes.
The shock factor.
Yeah, the shock factor of it's as if your sleep paralysis demon used shadow clone jutsu, and there's like 100 of them on screen, and it's just like, what the actual fuck is happening? But then after that, you're like, oh, they're still singing. And then like an hour and a half later, oh, they're still singing.
An hour and 50 minutes later.
And you're like, I still don't know what they're yapping about. So, but with Battlefield Earth, there's a little bit more twists and turns, you know?
Okay.
And honestly, like, the filmmaking is just so good. Because here's the thing. Usually you use a Dutch angle every once in a blue moon because, it's it's on an angle. It's supposed to give this feeling of like, mystery and like intense, like something's unnatural. But the director of Battlefield Earth had the brilliant idea to have 75% of the movie filmed at a Dutch angle. So the entire film feels weird and like, ooh, like uneasy. You know? Like we go from Dutch angle like this to Dutch angle like that. And the transitions. How could I not mention the transitions?
PowerPoint transitions.
Battlefield Earth walked so that the prequels could crawl. I think the first prequel actually came out before Battlefield Earth, but if you thought the PowerPoint slideshow transitions were good in Star Wars, get a load of Battlefield Earth, because instead of different wipes, same one every time. Same one every time. It's like curtains opening, essentially. Yeah. So it's like you just saw this hot garbage on screen. More hot garbage. It is absolutely beautiful. Get more into that. Why do you enjoy watching Cats more? Like, if you had to watch one of these movies again, why would you rather watch Cats?
Am I by myself when I'm watching this movie?
Well, I'm assuming you wouldn't watch either of these movies by yourself.
No,
I kind of forced you to.
I would not.
Because none of my other friends would partake in this debate.
Yeah.
But we're both masochists, so we were willing to put ourselves through this suffering.
I made you watch Cats the first time, to be fair.
That is true.
I guess it's only natural that I'd have to pay for that.
Yeah, so let's say you're in a group of friends and we're just in the mood to watch a movie and laugh at it,
Cats.
make fun of it. Why is the answer Cats?
So you also think the answer is Cats?
I don't know. I don't know.
You can play your case for the camera, but you also think the answer is Cats? It's just ridiculous. It's just a ridiculous movie, a ridiculous concept. $95 million down the drain. So, I don't know. It's just the shell shock when the cats come on the screen and you just laugh. I don't know. It's fun for like 5 minutes. Battlefield Earth was fun for 0 minutes. Cats was fun for like 5.
Okay, so you're saying that Cats, there's at least a small moment of like awe, like shock and awe. This is incredible. Whereas Battlefield Earth for you is just like a slog to get through from like start to finish.
We can go with that. I think that's a fair analysis.
The reason I would rather rewatch Battlefield Earth than Cats is just because I think Battlefield Earth is more of like when you get to the end of it, it feels more like an accomplishment, right? It's like I just made it through that, right? Because like both of these movies are dog shit. Like if I'm gonna take the mask off and stop playing the character for a second, both of these movies are horrid.
I don't think anybody thought you didn't think that.
My apologies to the massive fans of these two movies who clicked on this video. I've been trying to get you to watch this movie for like a decade now.
About.
And I have tried to get multiple other friends to watch this, and this is the first time I've ever got to the end of the movie with someone.
Oh.
I think like 4 or 5, I've had 4 or 5 tries with friends trying to watch this movie from start to finish because I've hyped it up as this horrible film that's like a true test of endurance to get through.
Okay.
No one's ever been able to do it. They've all tapped out.
It's not like The Room is the issue.
Yeah, like
you can get anybody to watch The Room. It's incredible.
I've got a lot of people to watch The Room, and it is a masterpiece. Whereas Battlefield Earth is not.
No.
But so I think for that reason, I would just rather watch Battlefield Earth. It's you know, I think it's easier to dunk on Battlefield Earth because I at least have there's a semblance of a plot.
Yeah.
I kind of know what's happening. So therefore, for me, it's easier to dunk on the film. Whereas with Cats, like after you get over the uncanny valley,
the ending drags on forever.
Yeah, it's like at a certain point, I don't know what's happening. So it's harder to like dunk on it because it's like, how do I make fun of what I don't understand? You know?
Okay.
But yeah, I guess to get into story time. Because let's be honest, these movies are both dog shit. Whichever one you think is worse, I think is perfectly fine.
Cats is better.
Sure. We can go with that.
It is.
To give you guys all some backstory about the first time we watched Cats, I'm going to take you all into a time machine back to 2019. Myself, Riker, and our friend Kyle, we were, hanging out on New Year's Eve. We had
This wasn't New Year's Eve.
Yeah, it was.
This was New Year's Eve.
It was.
We went to see this movie on New Year's
Eve because it came out the 20th.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it was New Year's Eve, and we had a slew of plans. It was gonna be a classic night out for the boys. We were gonna go see a movie, get food, and then go bowling. So we were discussing where we were gonna go out to eat and what movie we're gonna see. We're kind of deliberating as a trio. Kyle and I were like, oh, Buffalo Wild Wings is right near the movie theater. We should go there. Riker at the time, and maybe still to this day, will only eat cheesy bread when he hangs out with us.
That's true.
So we realized that Buffalo Wild Wings doesn't have cheesy bread. So that was a huge hang up. So
that was an issue.
Essentially, you cut a deal with us that if we go to Buffalo Wild Wings, you get to pick the movie.
Yeah. I don't remember most of this night, but I distinctly remember you making that deal with me.
Yes, I cut that deal because
I didn't cut you offered.
Yes, I did offer it because you and Kyle were just going back and forth, and I was like, okay, neither of them are gonna like budge an inch, so I need to like cross partisan lines.
You also promised me cheesy bread that day. And you went back on your word. Before everybody thinks I'm evil, I need that bit of context added.
That is true.
Story.
So we did sign the Treaty of Cheesy Bread.
Yeah.
That ensured that we would go to Buffalo Wild Wings, but that Riker would pick the movie, and he picked Cats.
You knew it was Cats. You said, can we go to Buffalo Wild Wings if the movie we see is Cats? That was the deal.
So then my hope, I'm praying, the movie had only been out for like 2 weeks at this point, or like a week at this point. We all knew it was a box office bomb. So I'm praying, let us be the only 3 people in this movie theater. We get in there, like 25 people, elderly couples taking the movie seriously.
It was relatively packed, to be totally honest.
So we couldn't laugh at the movie, and that was a huge issue. Because as we're watching this uncanny valley nonsense happen on screen, I look to my right, and Riker has a shit-eating grin ear to ear the entire time, happy as a pig in shit the whole time. And then my friend Kyle is to my left, whispering Star Wars prequel memes, trying to get me to laugh when, I'm trying desperately not to laugh and ruin the immersion of, all the elderly couples surrounding us. So then we got to a moment towards the third act. Cats doesn't have acts. It's just one continuous song and dance. And Ian McKellen's character says something along the lines of no. And then Kyle, which is a great impersonation, I might add. And then our friend Kyle whispers in my ear, "How embarrassing," in a Yoda voice. And I almost died. This was the closest I've ever come to death in the movie theater watching Cats. Because I knew if I let even a molecule of air hit my lungs, I was going to laugh. I could not breathe. It was either die or laugh and ruin the immersion. And I chose to almost die, gasping for air.
You made the right choice, Caleb. They loved the movie in that theater.
Yes, as soon as the credits started rolling, the elderly couple behind us, we just hear them going, "Oh, that was pretty good."
I'm glad you didn't ruin the experience for them.
So I do have a bit of a personal vendetta. I have to be honest. Battlefield Earth has never almost taken my life, but Cats has. I guess to take the story back even further, how your obsession with Cats originally started was...
How did this start?
On your birthday, we went to see the live-action Lion King.
That wasn't good either.
Which wasn't good either.
I'd rather watch Cats again, I'm going to be.
But that was when we first saw the trailer for Cats. And we were all taken aback by how ridiculous it looked.
Yeah.
And you were like, "Oh, we have to go see that."
Yeah.
And I look at Kyle and I was like, "Yeah, no, that's a joke. We're not going to see that." And then, fast forward a few months, we went to see that.
I have that effect on people sometimes.
So I do have, Cats is the only film, at least to my memory. Cats is the only collection of scenes to almost take my life.
Yeah.
And because of that, I think it has to be the worst. Like, it is so bad that it almost ended my life, which is a sentence I cannot say about any other film.
Dude, I think if you show Battlefield Earth to the wrong person, it might have the same effect.
I mean, the only thing that Battlefield Earth did was end the careers of everyone involved except John Travolta and Forrest Whitaker. Everyone else in that movie, you never saw them again.
Who was the main character?
I don't even know.
Who played him?
I have no idea. But the thing with Cats, too, and why, I think it's a little...
Cats, too.
Well, the thing with Cats, I think it's a little more evil because at least the people in Battlefield Earth, like, we know who you are. We saw your face. Like, we know how ass you were in this film, and we're never going to cast you again.
But any of the cats in that movie could have been Taylor Swift.
The people in Cats, it's like...
They're all cats.
I remember when we were leaving the movie theater, our first time seeing it, you thought the main character, the white cat, was Taylor Swift the whole time.
I think most of the people who saw that movie thought it was Taylor Swift.
So it's like they get to hide behind ambiguity, you know what I mean? Like they get to get cast in more stuff, you know? Like I think there should be a real penalty for someone who saw the script for Cats, was in that green screen room in a green screen, skin tight suit.
I don't actually know what the suits are. I need to look that up.
And didn't walk out immediately. Like I think there should be repercussions for almost ending my life.
Nah, I think a gig's a gig, dude. $95 million, $100 million for that movie.
But the money all went to getting Taylor Swift, and then to the uncanny CGI.
So you think the rest of them did it for free?
Probably very little money. I mean,
man, that would be embarrassing.
I guess to wrap things up, do you want to give a bit of like a closing statement about why Cats is superior to Battlefield Earth and not the worst movie ever made?
Because it's hilarious, dude. It's so funny.
So for you, would you put Cats in that like so bad it's good category?
It's on the border of that. The Room is such a better experience. It's not even comparable.
Mm.
Like when we mentioned The Room earlier, I was thinking about how we couldn't have The Room in this video because it's not even the same league as these two movies. But I think Cats, it's like we're talking about these movies as movies that are not so bad they're good. So we're debating which one is closer to so bad they're good, I suppose.
Let's see.
And I think that's Cats.
Yes.
I think Battlefield Earth is just bad.
You know, if you're familiar with this channel, which you're probably not, which I don't blame you. But I do have a series that I've done a few videos on called Misunderstood Masterpieces, which is a series where I talk about movies that are like so bad they're good. Like I've done one on like the B movie, Twilight, you know, movies like that. And I guess if I were to make one of those style videos for one of these movies, I think I would actually have an easier time with Battlefield Earth.
Okay.
Because with Cats, it's like, what are
you going to talk about?
Yeah, I don't even know how to like sarcastically defend
Yeah.
that movie because, you know, in those style of videos, I kind of sarcastically defend the movie as if like it's not horrible.
Okay.
Like I did one for The Happening and I was like, you know, this is actually a comedy, guys. Like this isn't a horror movie. Like, what, you think M. Night Shyamalan is such a bad script writer that he would make a horror movie that isn't scary and is actually hysterical by accident? No, he made The Sixth Sense. He wouldn't do that. And, you know, if I were to make one of those videos, I think I could do that for Battlefield Earth. Like, it would be a stretch, but I think I could do it, get like some good meme clips, whereas Cats, I think it'd be a struggle. Because it's like, I don't even... Like, I don't know what, like, fake narrative I could, like...
Yeah, there's really no
Cats.
defense for Cats if we're thinking about it.
Well, if you guys made it this far, congratulations. I'm shocked you did, but for the 10 of you that did, thank you for watching.
Please explain yourselves in the comments.
Yes,
below.
explain how you made it this far. And then also, please let us know in the comments which of these movies you think is better. And ultimately, what do you think the worst movie ever put to screen is? You know, is it one of these two or is it a different movie? You know, is it After Earth or is it a, you know, plethora of other movies that could have been in this video? Well, you know, thank you for watching. And if you did enjoy this, I will have a playlist linked in the description with all of my movie debates, all of which are a bit more serious than this one. But yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace. James Corden is the first build. Ladies and gentlemen, 4 years in the making. Cats purchased on Blu-ray. It has been collecting dust for almost half a decade.
Pretty dusty. From the dust, don't show me. The dust.
Look at that. Half a decade in the making. Now finally unboxed.
We're going to show them the 40 minutes of bonus features.
Yes. 40 minutes of bonus features that we will not be partaking in.
Okay, well, I have to unbox it so that I know.
Oh my goodness.
It's unboxed.
Oh my god.
We did it. Blu-ray, DVD, and digital code for Cats 2019.
Oh my god. The great...
You can't have my code.
The great James Corden led film.
Alright, let's watch it.
Here we go.